buy Phoenix, you buy local. Yeah, buddy.
Hello, everybody.
Boo!
You guys like my
Hello.
You guys like my headband?
Wells is wearing a goofy hat. He's goofy. Quasi, hello. Rude dog. What is up? How's everybody doing? Got our first 2 build day in a little bit, and
Yeah.
actually you can see.
Touch tips. The touch.
Well, I was trying to point right there to the H150i LCD.
Right next to my noggin.
That's a special request. So the customer wanted the LCD screen in the Griffyn, and they're getting it because they asked for it. That's all you got to do.
And they paid for it.
And they paid for it.
They didn't just ask for it.
Yeah, they didn't just. Okay, that's a good point. They emailed us. We talked about it. We got them a quote. They agreed on it, and they're getting it now. So,
Sub-Zane Scarlet Speedster.
oh, hello, yeah. So, yeah, like said on Twitter, it's a very Corsair build. They got the QLs as well.
Oh yeah.
But we're starting off nice, sweet, and simple with a base spec Harpy. Nothing wrong with that, absolutely at all. So is this when we start plotting for a Phoenix PC logo in r/place? We don't have the manpower to do that. I mean, we might be able to get like 2 pixels.
What's r/? Oh, that's right. That's the big like.
That'd be exciting, but
It's like the big like, what is it like pixelated? Not pixelated.
yeah. So it's a
Big picture
canvas
made of a bunch of like logos.
Yeah, it's a canvas, and you can place a pixel like once every minute, I think.
Oh my god.
And communities band together to create images or art or whatever.
Get like 10,000 people.
Yeah, exactly. You need
Shit ton of people.
a ton of people, and you need some sort of like coordination, which is like Rudog was saying, which is what like stream is for. We would be like, go, you know, place pixels here, and it's this color and stuff. But yeah, and dude, we can drop down a pixel or 2. I genuinely, it still amazes me because like, even though you have like the streamer like organizing things, I don't know how they do it. So doable with the red and orange colors they got. Because like as a viewer, I don't know how I'd be like plopping down pixels. Joe Holds Bard. Thank you so much for the subscription.
As soon as we start the video, yeah, I am.
Heck yeah.
I'm gonna try and do some POV recording.
Not Wells cam, but he cam.
Joe Holds Bard. Are you the customer for 1231? Perhaps?
Because if the customer doesn't show up, you can have this PC.
No, that's not true. What events did you guys compete in for?
Griffyn.
Oh, that's me. For Rochester Track and Field. 400, 200, and 4x4. And the occasional 800.
Off-roading? 4x4?
4x4, yeah, off-road.
You're gonna draft an email to us and request a 6-foot Ryan statue sculpted from Twinkies.
Oh.
I mean that's life size. I'm like 5'11", 6-ish. Somewhere in between there.
You're either 11 or 6 foot. Because 5'11" and 3/4 doesn't exist.
Because we yeah, you know, as humans, it's impossible to be.
What about 5'8"?
It's impossible. You have to be, and like, let's be real. Like,
It's only
okay,
discrete. it's only discrete values.
What's nice about height though is you can kind of fudge it. So like if you're 5'11", you might as well say you're 5'6". And if you're 5'10", you're really close to 5'11", and if you're close to 5'11", you might as well say that you're 6 foot. And if you're 5'9", that's average. And it seems like most people think that like the average height is 6 foot, so you might as well say that you're 6 foot. And if you're 5'8", you're close enough to 5'9" that logic still tracks. And if you're 5'7", I mean,
You're close to 5'7".
what's 5 inches among friends?
What's up,
Like,
Spirit 2?
You don't know. They don't know.
You're the Griffin? Okay, I thought so. Well, thanks for stopping by, and thank you so much for subscribing, Joe Holds Bard.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's such a good name. It's such a good username. Yeah. You said email plus pay equals get. Well, I mean, we could try and contract a Twinkie artist, sculptor.
Yeah, but you have to pose the entire time for it.
I don't know why, but this picture of like the old school Chuck E. Cheese, like animatronic or whatever, just popped in my mind, but they're all Twinkies.
Oh god.
That is terrifying.
That is terrifying.
I hated those things when I was little.
So creepy.
Which orders are you on now? You have a Griffin coming up. Is this yours? I don't think it's yours. We're at 12:30 and 12:31 today. It's a Harpy and Joe Holds Bard Griffin. I'm doing so good because you're gonna lose your job because financial difficulties and the whole place is gonna close down.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy, that's no good.
Boy, do we understand.
12:34. Oh yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
How'd you manage that? I feel like you cheated.
Yeah. Don't worry. We're working on it. We're getting to you. But yeah, that's horrible, Spirit 2. Hopefully you can get something else lined up soon.
Wish we could say we haven't been through that.
Yeah.
Yuck.
It's not fun. That's our number for sure. Yeah. I think there are some people that would argue with you, but
We just have to get to 420.69. We had a 1069, didn't we? Or an 1169?
I think
We should have stopped there.
420.69. Haha.
difference is CEO over there is far from being an a-hole. Yeah. Well, that's one bonus. That's one good thing. One.
Well, no, that almost makes it worse.
Yeah, that's true. That's
To a certain degree, like in its own way.
Ooh, V5.
Well, if you want to have a whole lot of fun, you should gather your coworkers and try and make a business doing what you were already doing.
Don't. It sucks. I want to go home.
If you want to start a hobby,
Yeah, just make it your hobby.
We could.
I like doing this, but fuck, is it?
laugh. It's like,
Very difficult. Very difficult.
I am way out of my depth. In a fun, like, haha, funny, like, crazy way.
our problem is just manpower, I think.
A little bit.
And money.
Doing too many jobs.
We did also pick hard mode.
Yeah. No debt. Yeah.
No debt, no money.
No debt, no funding. Yeah. Win-win.
You couldn't tell, we're very stoked about it.
It's fun.
I'm just like.
I'm generally having fun. I just wish we had just a little bit more money.
I'm just like here. I'm tired. I'm a little bit out of it. Just a tad.
That didn't have to resort to the old family recipe of spoon, peanut butter, and multivitamin.
You know, before I made that curry, the 4th, I was joking in my head, thinking like, oh, I'll have this curry for a while, and then it'll been like a week, and then I can make pasta again, and I won't be tired of it. And that's actually what happened.
Old level.
I mean, cost of parts is pretty good. We're good there.
I think
I could use some work, but we're good.
honestly, I think maybe the biggest challenge is just like
Visibility.
marketing and stuff like that.
Yep.
Because
No, guys, I took a marketing class in college. We're fine.
It's 100% visibility. Just need more.
Because like we're kind of managing, like it's difficult, but we're kind of making it through on most fronts. But it'd be nice if we had a nice solid answer of like a good way to set up strategies and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's our problem. We don't have marketing, but we're working on it.
We're trying.
I mean, you guys can see we've been being more active on social medias. And
Yeah. I will confess, I do rather like making the social posts. I think it's a lot of fun.
Just a little guy. Just a little harpy. Little harpy.
I feel like a good explanation is when only 10,000 people see you, certain amount of group or a certain amount of number in that group buys PCs, then you need more people outside of that group. I don't know. Bad one.
Well, it's you need kind of like like an influx of like new people.
And this is not a market where you get a lot of like return buyers.
Or at least not like, you know.
Like if one person in a group of 10 people need a PC and only 10 people know about you.
The only silver lining you can think of is that finally Stellantis brands are coming back to FH5. Took a while.
And fuck Stellantis.
What?
That's the new like Fiat Chrysler group.
Okay.
Is cars coming to Forza.
Oh, Forza Horizon 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Your favorite vid has been me cacawing compilation? Yeah, I think apparently people enjoyed that one.
Yeah. That's 100% a rude dog.
Yeah.
That Cacaw vid did pretty good actually. That's short. That's pretty funny. We're getting some good traffic on that one.
Yeah, in any case, we appreciate you being here, Zyphon. Remember, it's not like buying a PC is the only way to support us. Sharing, word of mouth and stuff is really powerful, and we really appreciate that kind of.
I mean, to be fair, like since we started posting again, like all of our videos are doing better,
well.
better and better.
A lot of our TikTok videos get like, it's like 200 something views.
Yeah.
Which is not like a crazy amount compared to some other people, but I'm
Well,
happy with it.
I'm not comparing us to other people. I'm comparing us to like where we were at.
Yeah.
It's like it's way bigger than it was.
Coworker says he's gonna get a PC from us. Oh,
Fuck yeah.
heck yeah.
Don't worry, I'll give it a little kiss. Just a little peck on the fan.
Just as long as they don't get the exact same PC as you.
Yeah, minus the cables. Too soon? I'm sorry.
Saw that video, Quasi. That was insane.
Yeah. We're waiting to hear back from Cable Mod.
It sucks that they are having the issues because it's not just their problem. Like it's NVIDIA too. The way it was plugged, I guess.
Upward trend is always is still an upward trend. Always good to see. Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Cable Mod's a premium company.
Actually, well, never mind. Somebody wants to check the email on their phone. Cable Mod.
Cable Mod customer support.
I think it would have popped up on my phone.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What color and what size your dog? I'll throw that on there real quick. Wife gave you shiz over the cables too? Oh no.
I don't know. I liked them. I thought they were a good addition.
Yeah, they look sick. It's just
Unfortunately.
it's unfortunate that one problem.
What do you think is your best strength as a company compared to competitors? Attention detail, customer service. Yeah, that's really like something that
Attention to detail, I think, is the big one. I'd say like this personal touch too, like all this.
Yeah, at least for me, you know, at the very beginning, I was really asking myself, you know, what is the reason that someone should, you know, buy Phoenix PC? Like, what sets us apart? And yeah, I in my opinion, I would say it's like the customer focused aspect of it is like, you know, in kind of every aspect, we do our best to try and make it customer focused.
Yeah.
And
because I think a lot of the pitfalls that a lot of companies get into is automatically assuming that because they do maybe one little thing different, or you know, yeah, just something different, that they're automatically better than the competition. And I wouldn't say that we are necessarily better than other companies, but we offer, you know, hopefully a personalized experience and enough, you know, sort of like genuineness that people are compelled to buy from us.
That's what the stream's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be like production. It's supposed to be like a friend's building a PC for you, and you're just like kind of bantering with them.
Get to hang out, yeah.
Yeah. You get to see your PC built.
And like another thing is, you know, like transparency. We try and be like as transparent as possible within reason, obviously, like and so yeah, it's so I would say it's kind of a combination of like some of the things you mentioned, like attention to detail, customer service, like that.
I remember sitting there like building PCs for like personal friends, and we're just like joking the whole time, and not just like, I don't know, not supposed to be a grueling thing. Yeah, I did break my. Yeah, I went to go on the video call with him or whatever, and I picked it up and snapped. I was like, ah!
When you have a community that wants to watch you as a company build other people's computers, you know you're doing it right. Sets you apart. Yeah. And that is like one thing is like it's interesting the fact that we're a company but also content creators. It's a bit weird. It kind of feels like there's not really a playbook for that. Sometimes you know, we wish there was.
I feel like we're pretty competitive with, I mean, given our size and no funding, I feel like we're really competitive with
Yeah, given the circumstances.
larger companies.
Now, there's definitely going to be some people that don't take those circumstances into account and argue with that, but
Yeah.
it's life. That
But
happens.
fuck them.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
We're bringing
Now I'm thinking about chocolate chips.
we're bringing you the best prices that we can for our size. Put it that way, because people like CyberPower PC, they can offer you like crazy discounts because they buy a motherboard in bulk of like 200 or something, or even more.
Yeah.
Like 1,000. They buy like 1,000 motherboards at once.
Like 1,000,000.
So obviously they get a big discount on it. We're giving you what we can. I feel it's pretty competitive. You know what? I'm glad I broke my headset because I had like $200 in Amazon gift cards,
Oh.
and I got a brand new Logitech headset. I love that thing. I love it way better than my SteelSeries.
Logitech does seem to set a lot of standards for peripherals.
I think it was pressure to not have me lend you old Razer headset. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we actually like talked about it on stream a long time ago, and I just never ordered replacement cuffs. I don't actually use that headset at all anymore. Which now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I should. I'll think about that.
Or like sell it.
Not sell it, but like using it.
I've been trying to sell my, I have a Razer Black Shark V2 wireless. I'm trying to sell it, but don't get too many bites on it. I don't think people love the idea of buying used headsets. I know I don't love the idea of buying a used headset.
Like if I'm just chilling and watching like videos or something, or like playing like World of Warships by myself or something, I'll use my speakers. But if I'm playing like Tarkov or something where it's like all sound,
You need that spatial
yeah,
audio.
you have to have that stuff. You can't play on desk speakers. Or like meetings and stuff, like talking one-on-one with people, like you just need a headset.
I know that it's really interesting because there's like a company that does like custom headset cuff replacements.
Is it, what is it, like Wicked or something?
I have no idea. I just know that they were a sponsor on it.
The Logitech one I got came with like leather cups, and then it came with the felt ones or whatever, but they're like really good quality.
Do you offer the ability for customers to customize the PC they're getting? Like, for example, go with a different case or CPU or RAM? Absolutely, yeah. No, on our website, on our website, on every product page, you can customize whatever. You can do whatever, but if you want something that's outside of these customizations, you just email us. You fill out this contact form, email us, and we'll talk to you. On top of that, we also so emailing us, that's how you get stuff like the other order for today, 12/31. That's technically a custom, build. They requested H150i LCD, as the cooler instead of a Vetroo V360. But like Quasi-Magic's, he went crazy and we built a like fully custom build. So
yeah, wasn't it like it was based off of Wyvern, but he just took every part and just changed it?
yeah, pretty much. So we're more than happy to talk to people about what they want, and we are more than happy to, if someone has a budget, we'll try and get them a computer that'll be able to do their use case under their budget.
If you want a pink Barbie case, we'll get that too.
We'll try. No, we can't promise anything, but we're more than happy to talk about it with people.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are in the same boat as iFan. Like, they don't know that probably. They think they're stuck with like a Vetroo cooler, and maybe that turns them off. There's nothing wrong with the Vetroo coolers. Like, people just don't like them because of looks, probably the pump heads.
I feel like we try and.
I mean, those things hold up against like H150s. Like,
I don't know why I thought you were talking about the V5, and I was like, are you sure?
I guess we don't have it on the front page.
V360 will.
They do surprisingly well, especially for their price point.
Pull its weight.
Oh,
Daddy.
What the?
Quasi! Thank you so much for gifting 10 subs to the community.
Daddy.
Daddy Magics.
Mama.
Look at all those people that we know.
Mama.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Mama.
Jane Marcy, King 38, Lorky, Oxid to Waste, Daughters, Smoke, Guy, Hulk Henham, Electrocity, you know who, 64?
Quasi's the resident sugar daddy.
Papa.
Daddy Magic.
Papa.
You know what? Wow, okay. Yeah, we need to change that.
There's a testament right there. Joe Holdsbar did it. Swapped his cooler to an H150.
Yeah, we actually don't talk about, like, on the front page or the store page or anything, customization.
That page needs a refresher.
Oh, it really does.
Or what?
Honestly, I think we need to replace...
Add that to the list.
I think we nix module, and then... I like it, but, like, it's manual, and I keep on forgetting it, so it's, like, super old.
Oh, yeah, new website. Ew.
Yeah, and, like, I created, like, a blog thing, because, you know, aspirations and goals, but...
Updates.
Do it like Unsolved Mystery style. Update. No one gives a shit about Bigfoot.
I give a shit about Bigfoot.
Maybe... Right.
Bruh.
Or we could split into fourths.
Maybe we should just put custom build request form.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to be like somewhere near the top because
Make a separate form so it doesn't get mixed in.
I would still want it to go to the same place. Yeah.
You could have a different form and go to the same place.
I mean, it could just be the same form. Or, no, yeah, you're right. It can go to the same.
Like, a separate form, like custom build request form would probably make...
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You get people saying, custom build request. Ooh, I want this PC for $500. Like, no, that's not custom.
You say that until someone puts, like, for the CPU, hey, I don't actually want to build I actually am, you know, this order number and I'm having trouble. Can you help me? And
I'd like to customize my price, please.
would we offer liquid cooling if someone was willing to pay for it? Do you mean like custom loop? Because you know,
That's
not to be like actually, but technically, you know, AIOs are liquid cooling.
And in most scenarios, they are just fine.
I think it's something that we definitely want to offer like way in the future, but like where we are now, we don't have the capacity to do that stuff.
Yeah, we definitely can't do that now. I think we've been saying recently that like, if it was someone,
Maybe like local, maybe.
yeah, if it was someone who really wanted it and it was local, we might consider it. But it's also like, that's something where like in my ideal world, you know, we would be like being able to pay ourselves and we'd be full-time employees and we'd be able to like you know, have company funds to be able to like do some like, you know, experimenting with custom loop and stuff, because I've never done any custom loop stuff. I believe Wells has never done any custom loop stuff. Pat's done custom loop stuff a while ago.
Yeah.
So it definitely would not hurt for us to like get some hands-on experience and before offering it to customers.
For sure.
I've done 3 total, but the last one I've touched was 8 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's been a while.
Yeah, I would prefer we almost like do it for like as like a company PC if we wanted to really like, you know, benchmark
not even
hardware.
as like
I don't know. But like a personal, like where the stakes are sort of lower, where like we could practice before sending it to a customer.
I would say that like in that scenario that I just outlined, we would sell it as like a special like prototype PC, and maybe, you know, have like a little bit more competitive pricing in consideration for that or something.
Sure.
It's like a premium AIO is like what, $200, maybe somewhere around there. A cheap budget like custom loop is like
$400 or $500.
yeah, minimum like $400 or $500.
Because you're buying so much, like so many little parts.
You know, it's funny because Linus just recently, like just like yesterday or something, released a video about taking a heater core from a car and making a budget custom loop out of it.
Oh my god.
That I think they said that they did it for like 100 or 120 bucks or something.
Do it like with like all organic water, like a hippo bladder and like
Oh god.
So for example, for your computer, you ended up buying a hardline liquid loop computer last year. Wife got a computer with an AIO that was a bit cheaper. Don't want to mention who it was from without permission. I don't think we really
It doesn't matter. You can
mind. We don't really care.
There's a difference in saying like talking about something like that and then coming in here and being like, hey, blah 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 just has this PC for blah 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 price.
Appreciate you being careful about that though.
Yeah.
For sure. Thinking about my pasta.
God, ever since I saw that freaking movie last night, I just want to like say a bunch of like Ken references, and I don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah, don't spoil anything. I want to see
Yeah.
it. Yeah, after you said it was good, yeah, and everything that I've seen about it looks
Like-
good.
I wasn't like pumped about seeing it. It was just kind of more my girlfriend or my wife now.
Which I think is probably
Dragging me
the
to it.
standard experience for a lot of people, and then they see it.
Yeah,
No, I'm excited to go.
that was good. It was
I want
funny.
to see it.
I'm excited to see Oppenheimer. Mainly, less because it's like a wartime movie, and mainly because it's just a Christopher Nolan
God, dude, this
70
girl,
millimeter.
this girl sitting next to me was so bitchy last night. She was like, I have to check the runtime on this movie because I'm really weird about that. It's like, and she checked it and she goes, oh, good, it's a normal movie, not like Oppenheimer.
Oh my
she was like
God.
really bitchy.
What the hell?
I'm special. I'm quirky. I can't see other movies like other people.
I wanted to just turn to her and be like, are you single? She's like, yeah. I was like, yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, I've seen the pictures of Iron Man dies. What the fuck?
Iron Man dies.
I don't know why, but like, I'm just not excited for Oppenheimer. I don't want to say I don't understand the hype around it, but like I don't.
Why am I not surprised? I think it's just like a lot of people are interested in like wartime, and the bomb is just such a big like event in human history, and the fact that Christopher Nolan is doing it.
He didn't use CGI. He used real atomic bombs.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, is it maybe just because
And
like,
it's also
physics,
shot
like,
on IMAX and like.
Oh, on the internet, people like were asking like, did you use real atomic bombs?
Oh, you got from EK? Yeah,
There was-
honestly, I am really like curious about like EK and stuff. Like I kind of want to get not a computer, but like yeah.
Oh yeah. Wait. Nolan did Dunkirk?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That was a really good movie.
That was a really, really good movie.
That had a lot of people. That one guy played Bane.
Tom Hardy,
Yeah, he was like the Air Force pilot.
the pilot. Yeah, and I watched a like video of someone like, or it was like a reel, or no, it was Nucci posted this or like retweeted this thing on Twitter, and it was this reel about like fun facts from Dunkirk, and Nolan picked Tom Hardy not because he was famous or anything, because he had like zero FaceTime, but because Nolan said that he had very expressive eyes. Well, and because he had worked with him,
Very suggestive eyes.
he worked with him as Bane, and Bane's face was behind the mask the entire. Yeah, it was like a 44 thread reel or 40 whatever it was. Yeah.
Technically, no. No, Quasi.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just maybe because, like, I feel like I am content in my knowledge of like that stuff. So like,
Well, it's not about. I don't think the movie's supposed to be about like informing you about the bomb. It's supposed to be the like real like human side story of
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like I kind of like
the bomb dropping and just a more cinematic experience. And I mean, think about how amazing Interstellar was to watch and just the visuals. And from like, I mean, even just the trailer, I think the visuals are going to be just amazing.
maybe it's because I'm just not big on history. Like, I don't dislike it, but I'm not like I don't get like super excited about that kind
What
of
about
stuff.
Asteroid City? I want to see that.
I want to see that too. Yeah.
Looks very interesting. You guys been doing any Diablo 4? I'm pretty sure he has.
I haven't played any. Like
Oh really?
dude, I haven't played any Diablo 4 in like since launch.
How's life in the build bunker?
Build
Not
bunker,
bad.
build bunker, build bunker.
I did think it was really funny because apparently a pro Valorant team, am I blanking on the right word? Not quit, but like they forfeited. Apparently a pro Valorant team forfeited because
Steroids.
someone was spending too much time playing Honkai Star Rail, and I just thought that was really funny because I was really enjoying that game. I just haven't been able to play it in a little bit. I want to continue playing it though.
Haven't
Which
played
game?
any games yet.
Which game?
Honkai Star Rail.
What's it about?
It's by the same people who made Genshin.
Oh. Which isn't Genshin Impact like anime Breath of the Wild?
That's what a lot of people say.
Like refer to it as?
Yeah.
Like, every time I sit down and play a game now, I'm just like, oh damn it, I can do this. Like, I haven't been able to play a game in like 2 months.
I have to. I started playing the Harry Potter game and it's really good, but yeah, I got to be careful. If it's not like the weekend, and I get like sucked into a game, it makes me not want to do anything else. So I have to be kind of careful. I've got that addictive personality.
I rolled a Necro yesterday. I want to go home and grind it out.
I pulled a Necro on launch and I played I think 5 days maybe. That was it.
Honkai, one of those very monetized games. If you know what a gacha game is, yeah, it's a gacha game.
Where it's like it's free, but like, oh, you could buy this or you could buy this.
Well, it's like there's characters and you roll to get characters and stuff, and but like honestly, I don't know what it is about Honkai itself, but like I think it's the like sci-fi space aesthetic. Like if you have like the right sci-fi space aesthetic, then you just got me hooked. And I think that's like the main reason why I love Destiny so much. Is like the setting and the lore of it is just chef's kiss.
I just don't like what they did with the free-to-play thing.
I was gonna say, now take a break for 3 months and then try to come back to it.
Oh no,
can't.
I took a break for like for years,
Yeah.
and it's like it's impossible for me to like, because I love the fact that they stopped doing, you know, 30 like $60 DLC, $30 DLC, $60 DLC,
It's absurd.
I love that they stopped doing that, and instead they're doing like, you know, one big DLC and then like the 3 seasons in between or whatever.
I don't
and then
know.
there's,
It just seems like a repackaged way to take your money.
I mean, yeah, but it's less. You're buying like, okay, would you rather pay like
Subscription.
$90 every like you know time, or would you rather just like 60 and get free content?
60 and free content is that, but not like every
I mean,
2
okay,
years for the same game.
you would prefer paying $0, right? But again, it's like, which would you rather do, like $90 or the like 60 and free content?
To be fair, I don't know how like World of Warcraft gets away with $13.99 a month still.
And it,
God,
like,
That's crazy.
before anyone says anything, I do realize that it's not necessarily free content because there's the seasons pass, but like even that I feel like is better, because instead of getting like one $30 DLC, you're getting, I think this season's pass probably is like $30 or something, but it's like it's basically you're getting 3 small DLCs instead of 1 small DLC.
But aren't you still paying like a game's worth of money every like period of time?
Yeah, like it's still ridiculous. I'm not arguing that it's good. I'm arguing that it's better than the alternative.
Better than what it was.
Better than what it was.
Well, you know, if you bang your head on the wall and then stop, it feels really good.
Yeah, like, yeah. Not banging your head on the wall is better than banging your head on the wall.
I think a WoW
That's not a
subscription-
false statement just because you shouldn't bang your head on the wall.
I think a WoW subscriptions. I think it's $14.99, but you can pay like, I think you can buy like a year or something, or 6 months, and it takes it down to
Card.
$13.99. Haven't played in a while.
Isn't Destiny way worse than $13 a month? Yeah. But again, that's not the argument.
Brian knows. He's like, yeah.
Ryan's just trying to say that it's better than what it was.
Yeah, in my opinion,
Still bad.
in my opinion, it's better than it was, and I appreciate that fact. But like, yes, it could be better and it should be better. But anyways,
Do they charge to change your like character's hair and stuff?
no. Well,
Games
I
that do
mean,
that, dude. Whew.
maybe technically, because
Buy like a barber package or something.
there is like the silver shop or whatever. But anyways, like what I was wanting to say is like, I really love Destiny. I wish I could keep up with it, but I hate how, even though they have transferred to this like model that I think is better than previously. I think it's dumb that the content from those seasons that you can play for free just get deleted. If like after it's over, you just can't play it anymore.
That's absurd.
And then now it's what is really shitty, like, and I feel like shouldn't be acceptable is like, I think they're starting to sunset some of the like paid stuff. Like, for example, like I think like the first like big DLC or something, I'm not sure if you can even play that anymore, even if you paid for it.
Good thing I didn't pay for it.
Apparently, GTA unlaunched a bunch of cars, like more than like 200 cars or something like that, and put them behind like a GTA Plus paywall or something like that. It's ridiculous.
And do take everything that I'm saying with a grain of salt, because like, you know, I'm not the big issue is like I'm not like super involved. So like some of this could very easily be wrong, but from what I've seen, that's my understanding of everything.
Technically, if someone's bought all the Destiny 2 like pay stuff, are they considered a whale?
Probably.
Who's a Destiny 2 whale in here?
But like I genuinely wish that I could have like kept up with Destiny, because I really do love Destiny. I
like the first one. I played like the first 2 expansions of Destiny 2, and then I just kind of lost it. Like the first one, even with all the bugs and stuff, like
it was like I didn't stop playing Destiny because like I stopped liking it or got bored of it. It was just because I couldn't.
That looks like a Harpy.
Nice and hot.
I forgot to change the, but it's done now.
Looks pretty good. Angle. Of course, when I get like close and I'm like not actually looking at the stuff.
Do a Phoenix PC premium subscription, and you can see the POV view.
Yeah. Oh, I shouldn't show them that. You didn't see that.
I never got into Destiny. Just don't get why they keep doing more and more Destiny 2 and don't just make 3 already.
Because it's more money.
I think that the only reason Destiny, I don't know. I don't know whether to like believe what they say and that there was like genuine engine upgrades that warranted a new game, or if it was or if it had anything to do with like the acquisition and then later getting free from Activision that influenced that. But
How much are the expansions? Like $20?
I mean, I'd have to check Steam to tell you for sure, but
Or are they like full game prices?
I'm pretty sure it's like every year or like maybe longer. I'm not sure.
Which
there's like a major update that's like $60, and then
not to condone that. However, my friend at one point made a good point that if you can get about $1 per hour out of a game, that, you know, think about the people that put hundreds of hours in a game over the course of a year that are paying $60 for that expansion. You're getting your money's worth.
Yeah.
So while I don't like it, and I don't like having to like repeatedly pay for the same, like more content in the same game, I do understand why people do it.
I think that's why I don't like single player stuff, is because when I buy games, I'm looking to get like 300 plus hours out of something.
Yeah, it's hard because like with Hogwarts Legacy, I think my roommate put, what was it, 30 hours, 32 hours or something like that in to beat the story mode. And you know, you pay 60, 70 bucks for the game.
It doesn't have replayability. Like you can replay it, you can restart it, but that's like
you can restart it, and you know,
same thing.
with Hogwarts Legacy, like, okay, technically you could do a different house, but like the gameplay is mostly the same, I think, except for like maybe like a side mission or two.
Like online multiplayers, you get like different interaction every time.
Yeah.
Is it more money though? 3 could bring in more money and rehash old. Buy again. Arguably, there's more money in 3 than more expansions on 2. Shay move, but as a company, it would make sense to do 3.
I feel like it's going to cost them a lot more money to do.
I don't know about that because, honestly, so like, you have to remember what like the initial goal for Destiny was. The goal for Destiny was to be a like 10-year game. You were supposed to be able to like play Destiny for 10 years and over 10 years get the full story.
I've been playing GTA 5 for 10 years.
Battlefield 4.
Yeah.
And so, you know, and also like, hasn't it been 10 years? I have no idea. Maybe, probably. But it makes sense because they're kind of like at the end. Like I think Destiny is nearing its end. Like I don't think there's, you know, barring maybe some kind of something. I don't know how much more.
Battlefield 4 is 10 years old. Holy. Play the hell out of that.
And then for like pushing out a new game, I think there's like there's costs associated with like, you know, distribution and like marketing and stuff, and also maybe concerns of like player pushback of like people being angry that they're having to buy a new game or you know.
Yeah.
Oh, this race here. Thank God we can start.
Oh,
All right.
God. Well, good thing we're just ending. That's a joke. Don't leave. Please don't leave.
Don't listen to him. We have one more build.
We do have one more build.
Nice Griffyn build with
Corsair!
yeah.
Whee!
Okay, I'm ready up here. You ready back there?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, this
Bye
is
then.
12:30 and 3, 2, 1. RGB. RGB.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have to poke Eric and let him know that this got built.
Harpy power.
RGB. All the frames.
I'm glad it only took about 35-40 minutes to build the Harpy. I'm glad I finally took the head mount off because it was starting to hurt. Worth it though.
Give her a good spin.
Oh, this case is getting old. Look at this. All the magnets are falling off. RGB.
I like these.
RGB.
I do really like the air cooler in here with the 4 fans. Fits very well. Oh.
I thought they got a
What?
Okay.
Oh, that's right. They started coming with the rear ones now.
Mm. I don't believe the customer was in chat, but that's okay.
I think I put an extra fan.
Well, no, because
There's no extra fans.
yeah, but do we have a add rear on website?
And rear, this comes with the stock. This comes with the stock RGB in the rear. I think there were 3 fans here, so I was just like, oh.
I know, but I don't think it always came with a rear, did it?
I'm pretty sure it did. I remember that like shape because it's like that weird.
Plastic.
It's the translucent plastic.
Well.
So what'd you miss? I don't know. Us being dumb. How much?
The usual.
Okay, everybody, there's the clip.
Beep, boop.
Okay.
Continuous, delicious, cool story, bro.
We'll start, bro. Joe Holds Barred. I'm gonna be sending you the email just for our own records, but I think you're probably just still lurking. You'll
receive that email and you'll like it.
We're gonna be transferring into building your PC now.
The light.
Oh yeah, it's been there.
Not lighting nerds.
Wish we were.
You're a lighting nerd?
Help us. Okay.
I even took a video for social.
Hey Phoenix PC, how are you guys doing? We're doing pretty good, thank you. Late, but is the Vetroo liquid cooler the coolers you're using now? Is the Corsair H150i still an option? Yeah, so anything is an option. You can always email us and we can get stuff priced out for you and talk to you about it. But it depends on what model you're talking about. And do keep in mind that
I'm gonna add that to the website.
do keep in mind that on any product page, you can scroll down and you can see the base configuration. So this is kind of what you start out with, and then as you come up here and pick things, it changes. So like if I just click the first option on everything, that's how we're working on it. We're probably gonna be changing it soon, but this is how you order just a base model right now. And if you want to do anything custom, you just click on things. So like for example, for the Siren, the base model is with the Vetroo V5 air cooler, and then you can go up to the Vetroo liquid coolers. But Joe Holds Barred, whose build we're going to be doing right next, they got a Griffyn, and you can see that they were customizing, and there's no customization for the liquid cooler on the Griffyn right now, and so
because it's base Vetroo V360, but they wanted a Corsair H150.
Yep, so they just emailed us and we got that price for them and they ordered and we're building it right now. So absolutely, all you have to do is just email us and we're more than happy to talk about it and work with you on that kind of stuff.
We like all coolers. We don't discriminate.
And of course, you know, we can go in we can go into way too much detail and talk about, you know, obviously if you want some part that's only available in some place or another, it's
Only
a different
South Korea.
story. There's limitations, but pretty much whatever you want to try and get, we can work on that, try and do that for you.
Yes. I saw this charger. It was like a magnet. It just clips on. Isn't that bad? LCDs?
No. I don't think modern LCDs have that issue.
Yes, yeah. Like there's a magnet here, so.
Because there should be a magnet, like you know, iOS has their MagSafe,
I don't know shit about phones.
which is just an induction coil and a ring of magnets.
I don't know if it's true, but apparently like current electronics are a lot more resistant to like magnets. Not as much of an issue
they're not
as,
an
like,
issue.
whenever we came up.
I mean, I remember putting a magnet to a tube TV, and it distorting it.
Tuba tuba. Shitty.
Colors.
You're just making sure. You're the one who was talking to you about the Wyvern with the 7800 X3D and RTX 4080. Okay. I do a lot of like emails and stuff. So I wouldn't know for sure which one you are unless you gave me your name, which please don't do. Don't put your name in chat.
Dox yourself.
But I guess I could say, does your first name start with a K?
Well, it's too much information.
If you're indeed, yes, okay. Yeah, so I believe when I was talking to you, it sounded like you would be able to order everything on the website.
Who's doing Windows 11?
But yeah, if you change your mind and because I think you were looking at the Wyvern and you should be able to customize all that in the Wyvern. But if you change your mind and you want to try and go for a customized Griffyn, we can revisit that and we can look at that.
We're just the monkeys that build PCs. You tell us what to do.
Monkey, monkey.
I'm not a monkey, you're a monkey.
Monkey.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna update the spec list real quick.
Wonder what prevents them from or getting a Windows 11 sometimes. Must be the TPM stuff.
I mean,
Yeah, not all that was sorted out though.
Where it's like BIOS version dependent.
because there are still some computers that say like, oh, this computer's not eligible for Windows 11 yet, and then you update it and it's fine.
Yeah, a lot of the ones I've been doing are like that.
What does Red Shirt do? Everyone else builds PC. I'm the stream manager. My job is to give you guys attention and make sure that stuff is running right. And I also do emails.
Yeah.
I also
Knows where you live.
look. We all
also,
have like a bajillion hats. Okay.
and you also,
And then one time,
and then you also,
I had a dream.
and
He
then.
eats Pop-Tarts. That is true.
And then if when you do the and the thing when you like when she does the and if you're like when you can and you can and you want him to do you so bad you can do anything.
love it install.
Be sticking with the Wyvern, just making sure. Appreciate help. Asking a lot of questions. No, like I've been telling you.
We like questions.
Ask as many questions as you want. I'm more than happy to help you.
Destroy the email with questions.
Yeah, just make me regret it. Go for it.
More questions now means fewer chances for regret later on.
Yeah, we want satisfied customers. That is our goal. We want great customer experience. And a great customer experience means you get to ask as many questions as you want. You understand what's happening. You're not going to be regretting anything.
A lot of money.
So-
Transparently, we don't want you coming back to us in 2 months being like, this isn't what you sold. Like, I thought you were going to sell me.
I mean, there's that, but like, I genuinely
Like, in a complimentary way.
You told me this was going to get 1,000 FPS on Fortnite.
I also genuinely just, am happy to help out and answer any questions you have. So I promise you, I'm more than happy to email and talk to you about whatever. Listen, I answer all emails, even the dumb ones. We had an email where I believe that someone sent it as a joke, or like it was really weird. I think they were testing. I don't know what it was happening, but like they sent like a really weird email, and I sent them a really weird response back, and we got a message back that like the email that I sent, like there was no recipient. Like, so they made a weird email, sent it to us, and then deleted their email.
Mm-hmm.
So it was really weird.
We get some weird ones. Brian likes the weird ones.
It's a little bit. It's something different. It's a little splash of spice in email life. Your build's gonna get 1,000 FPS on Fortnite though, right? Listen, Joe holds barred. Don't listen to him, okay? He's a troublemaker. Let me get this build list in. Tomahawk.
No
'Cause-
password.
Listen to me. Joe Holds Barred did not get 5200 megahertz RAM. Joe Holds Barred got 6000 megahertz, still 30 RAM.
The average.
So average.
Let me tell you, Joe also got just absolutely a healthy amount of storage.
What the heck? There's some weird people out there.
Oh wait.
But
Did Joe get NV2 or a real life?
It was after all that, so you should have a. It says 4.0. He gets like a real 4.0.
Okay. What did you put in?
NV2.
Okay, I think that needs to be a P3 plus. Okay.
Ryan.
See, this is why you're supposed to
Redundancy.
check the parts.
No, this is a crucial.
Okay.
Did I open a P2? Was it the last? Oh, it might have been the last one. I just remembered cutting open an NV2 thing. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
P3 plus 2 terabyte times 2.
Look,
False
when
alarm.
When I say that I have a really bad working memory,
Extremely average.
I am no, I'm not. So when I got tested for ADHD, they had me take the Waze IQ test, and the numbers don't matter. But what does matter is that working memory, which is like the short-term memory before short-term memory, was like a full like 20 to 25 points behind everything else.
Yeah, but it's 2023. Everyone has ADHD.
That's the. You know what that really pisses me off is like
I
see those videos on TikTok, and it's like, you know, if you do this, you might have ADHD, and it's like, you know, you don't wash your plates, or like you eat too much food, or all that kind of shit, and it's like no, and then you see people in the comments are like, I didn't know I had ADHD until I started seeing all these videos, and it's like,
I mean,
will
maybe
you
it's like
shut the fuck up.
It's probably true though. It's probably like a kind of like a spectrum thing.
It's a little bit of a spectrum thing.
Like because like the internet and everything, it does kind of cause ADHD behaviors.
No, ADHD is a neurodevelopmental thing that is classified by your prefrontal cortex developing slower, affecting the reward system that your brain has. It usually is detectable before an age where you would be like really you'd really be affected by that kind of stuff, and like short attention span is sort of like a learned habit. It's usually because you've, like with TikTok and short form content, you've rewarded, or your brain has gotten used to rewarding itself with new and exciting information every 10 seconds. But I'm pretty sure you can train away from that. It's ADHD is not just oh look, a squirrel. That's just like Hollywood.
That's psychosis.
That's like Hollywood shit.
Definitely, I think that there is like a bunch of like misinformation or like ill-informed information that people just kind of like overuse. But
Yep.
there definitely is also an aspect of like if you know, just a few years ago everyone's kind of like denying and saying that like ADHD isn't real, and then now we're kind of coming around to like actually seriously like testing and
that's just,
taking it seriously.
Well, that's just the
you know, it will seem like there are more people that have ADHD, but really there's always been, you know, that group of people that just never got the proper.
I mean, it's the same thing with like, and not that we need to like delve in, but it's the same thing with like sexuality and like other mental health illnesses, and not, those are two separate statements.
Kind of like when girls dye their hair red and they say they're a redhead now.
Oh God, no.
They're not ginger. Still not a ginger.
And part of the issue is that there are so many, and like disclaimer, those were two separate statements. As soon as I said it, I was like, oh God, it makes me sound like I'm saying that like,
Oh God, no.
okay.
Again.
Anyway,
it's extra horrible because there are people out there
who are gonna just jump on that.
That do say things.
No,
like
Ryan's
that.
not about to get canceled. I'm about to get canceled. Anyway, Yeah, it's just it's a you know, function of testing, and it's like, well, it's like the people that were like well, yeah, no shit, there's more COVID cases, we're testing more, and it's like, that's how that works. Like, do you not understand?
No, you.
No. Yeah, Uno reverse.
What did he?
Rudy.
What did he say?
Yeah, triple stamp, a double stamp.
Okay.
Please, nobody
well,
take that the wrong way. I consider myself to be a very socially progressive person. I have no, do whatever you want. I just.
We're gonna move on.
Let's change topics.
My internet hurts.
Let's just talk about Joe's PC, because
I'm very excited to put QLs in this case.
the radiator fans for the H150i, are they like stack pressure optimized?
I think they're specific for the cooler.
Okay. Because I know we usually, like, I think we have like the premium fan option or whatever to swap them with QLs.
Which, and QLs are fine. Their static pressure is all right.
Okay.
The premium fan option is kilos.
That
Well, we
sounds
have
right.
different options. I thought we did.
I mean, if somebody wanted all QL fans,
Do we not have an option just to replace everything with, well, yeah, on the Griffyn, but I was thinking about like the Wyvern.
Oh,
Because
yeah, that's fill all slots. Or
which we probably need to work to kind of standardize the options across models as much as possible. Okay, so yeah, it is 4 QLs, not.
I would love to see a Harpy packed with QLs. I would not want to try and ramrod all of the controllers that would be needed. Although, no, because you could do 3 in the front, 2 on top, and 1 in back. So you would just need the one Commander Core XT.
Could you replace the V360 fans with the same fans as the exhaust fan in 216?
If you really wanted to.
I mean, yeah, I think that'd be like a special request thing, though.
oh, the Master Fan Halos beat QLs.
I think so. I'm pretty sure we looked into that. That's not that surprising.
Wait,
though.
what were their CF?
What's the pressure?
Those are 120s.
What was it,
That's
like
not-
2 point something?
Kind of below average, though, isn't it?
Well, if they're static pressure fans, CFM is less important than the
What is going on with this scroll wheel?
millimeter mercury.
Ugh, I don't like it. QLs are 41.8.
What's the static pressure?
QLs? 1.55.
Really?
Master fans are 1.6 pressure and
Really?
47.2.
I thought it was like 2 point something. Maybe I'm thinking of like Noctuas or something.
This is from Corsair's website.
If you bought a PC and it came with a second SSD as backup, how do you use it? Do people normally back up their whole SSD?
Or would you want it to be specifically for backing up the storage that you're like using as your primary drive, or do you just want extra storage? 'Cause you can do, what is it, RAID or striping?
Well,
Which you need to do with NVMe's. I don't think you could do that with like a NVMe and an SSD.
I don't think you necessarily have to do RAID. Like, it might, I don't know if it's better, but Windows does have the option of mirroring a drive. So like, if you go to your like search bar in Windows and you type disk management, and you click on create and format hard disk partitions, you should be able to see like all the drives that your computer is like seeing. And if it has a blue bar, then it's its own volume and it's set up. But if you see a black bar, it's not set up at all. And yeah, what you can do is you can set, like, whenever you initialize the drive and set it up, you can set it to like mirror another drive. I don't know how that would work with, like, if you tried to mirror your C drive though. You might only be able to mirror like the files that aren't your Windows.
You
like,
also
partitions.
don't want to mirror an OS drive. Like, you don't want to have two OS drives present.
Well, no, I don't think it would let you with what I'm talking about.
Sure.
I think it would let you mirror the partition that doesn't have Windows on it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's also like RAID is another option. I'm not too familiar with like the intricacies of that, so
Yeah,
I don't know what like the benefits might be. And there's also certainly you can make images of your Windows, so you can properly back up your Windows to another drive, and then you'll be able to restore from it. But those are all three separate things that have their own pros and cons and stuff. It really depends on what exactly you want.
Those updates are killing me.
You guys have a favorite case when building PCs?
Out of ours, I would say either the Siren or the Harpy.
Yeah, the 216, or just in general. Because in general, for me, it's probably the 5000D.
Yeah, I think there are like sort of two different questions there, because like you can ask like what our favorite case is, and then what our like favorite case that we build with is. Yeah, I think my favorite case is still like the 011. But like since I don't do too much building, I don't have too strong of feelings on like which one to build in, but I do really like the 216.
216 is good.
We got to pick outside of ours. I'd say I really like the cream case, the 5000T.
5000T, that was cool.
That was a pretty sick case.
Because it wasn't too terribly different from the 5000D.
Is that one's a
5000D
D or
Airflow.
T?
A D.
He has all the RGB stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, humanity, if you want to like, or you may not necessarily know, but if you do have like a specific yawn. If you do have like a specific you know, like objective or goal that you're trying to accomplish,
Wow. You have a paywall too? Get app and then it.
how like Epic works, right? It's like game and PSU ships today. Oh,
Our PSU's game. Where we're gonna put them.
I tried to reorganize things. But Nice joke last night, Wells. The dream joke at the end was gold.
You do last night, Wells?
You have a dream about me?
What's happening?
Are you doing Phoenix After Dark chats?
Those look nice. How about least favorite or ones that give you the most difficulties? From a business standpoint and partially a personal standpoint, I tend to not like really big cases.
Yeah, from a shipping, like building it is fun, is kind of fun, and then you have to deal with it.
Yeah,
11 is big.
the 011 is big, but that's kind of like the
Not a normal
limit, sorta.
It's not a normal big either. It's like a fat.
The thick big.
Like
Thick bitch.
having to work with cases that are just like really huge sucks, but also like from like a personal standpoint, like if I ever had to like move it or like work on it or something, like
I want my computer to be smaller so I can move my computer to my TV.
yeah,
I'm getting annoyed.
I mean, if you're confident that you're just gonna like plop it down and never move it, sure, but like, how are you gonna clean it, you know?
God forbid you have to carry it up the stairs one day.
Like, if you have to move.
Oh my god, I built into the 7000D right before I moved. That was the biggest mistake ever.
Good idea.
I wonder if the what is it called? Dark Flash DF 800 is available now. Get one.
Want to build in one.
20 fans. 2120s.
Be moving soon. New house will have office downstairs. Ooh, nice. Soonish. Heck yeah.
You own the POV for that one too? No.
I guess, like.
I mean, I guess I could do the chest because I have my chest mount.
It's up to you, man. It's your body.
I have another battery. I'll try it. It's your
Yeah. I don't have something strapped to me, so.
Yours on the third floor makes the tower downstairs. Taking the tower downstairs to clean is a blast. Oh boy. Well,
Well's body chat's choice.
this isn't the most portable thing, but it's not going to be too difficult either. You're able-bodied and able to
Able-bodied and willing.
lift, you know, a decent amount of weight. Okay, you lift occasionally. Yeah, you'll
I'm
be
a
fine.
big boy.
Okay, I'm certified to lift.
Are you a big boy? Ryan's a big boy.
Having to swing around computers. You develop some level of being able to do that easily.
Why do you think most mechanics' forearms are huge?
Oh my god, yeah.
Everybody's a Popeye. I have to call them like, don't they call them like knuckle draggers or something?
Oh my god.
That might not. Bad.
Knuckle draggers?
They're like gorillas, like
It's just a slang term for like a meathead.
their shoulders are wide and then they like just drag their arms because they're like so heavy and it's not like derogatory or anything.
Ryan's out here worried we're using slurs.
Ooh, you said the K word.
Slightly worried you may be unintentional. Or there are people who...
If anyone has developed that term into a derogatory term, they failed at life.
Fuck them.
Oh no. Nakey Jakey.
Oh no.
My mom said that if you do the thing where when you like and she said that when we go
Sucking my brain.
if we go to do that when that she'll let me and that when if we go to at Toys R Us and if she said that I could get that Lego set yeah.
My brain.
That's the outcome you wanted, Nakey Jakey?
You're welcome. Oh God.
Man, today's stream is just gonna be a compilation of wells.
Fuck. I just love the way I think it's so funny when kids do that thing like that, exactly that, when they're telling a story. Oh, it's so funny.
My favorite's when they're like whining or something or complaining and they say
and then
after.
and then
They're like, come on,
come on.
Yeah.
Your son does that? Oh no. I can only hope that my future kids do that and I can get it on video.
They're like, Dad,
Dada. Like Cartman.
Who's the best mother in the whole wide world? Ma. I don't want a Toshiba Handybook. I want an iPad.
But can we stop and get some lipstick so I can at least look pretty when you decide to fuck me?
That was such a good episode.
That was a really good episode.
The insecurities one, like.
Yeah, he's triggering my insecurity.
Oh no, that wasn't it. It was. I think it was like the Milkman episode or whatever. But he got like a home alarm system.
But like for
And
his head.
He faked like a break-in. Called the cops. He's like, yeah, the guy just broke into my house. He's trying to have sex with my mom or something.
That sounds familiar.
And then
Is
they're
that
like,
the one after Gerald wore the UPS driver outfit?
I think so.
Gosh.
But I guess the ADT or whoever the company was.
Yeah.
Oh, El King gifted a sub to Tong.
Hell yeah.
Thank you so much for gifting a sub to the community.
This guy.
Thank you so much.
They're like, we're calling the cops right now. We'll have them there in 10 minutes. He's like, 10 minutes? Well, you better bring some cigarettes and Gatorade. That's so bad. He's going to be pretty wiped out.
Oh, paying for the gift they got from Quasi Magics. Oh, that's cool.
Wow.
Oh yeah, you said Milkman, and I got like
Milk.
flashes of Psychonauts, the Milkman.
I am the milkman. My milk is delicious.
Oh, God. They had that, like, Stephen King kind of feel to that episode, too. The UPS guy or whatever. They were like, pretty soon, or before the UPS man, it was the milkman.
Oh, yeah.
And then he's like talking to some lady in the bathtub. He's like, do you want that milk pasteurized? She's like, no, just up to my boobs.
That's foul.
They had that, like, Stephen King had that like one famous guy in all of his movies that was just like he was the guy who like knew what was going on, who explained like Pet Cemetery and stuff, and like a creepy guy. I'm pretty sure he played like the old Herman Monster. Ugh. Come on, Windows.
We're gonna try the chest mount. Get this shit on.
Wrapping something to your body.
Hell yeah. Back in. Yeah, I used the GoPro for my trip and got some pretty good footage with it.
Oh, gifting another sub to Zyphon.
Oh,
Thank you so
yeah.
much, El King. Oh, Wells went on a motorcycle trip to Vermont, right?
Yep, to Vermont. I rode up there on my DR650 to do some back road discovery route riding with my dad and some family friends. Did some like class 4 roads, a lot of forestry roads. Fuck, it was like 770 miles up and then about 800 because I took a different route, 815 on the way back. The first day that I rode back, I was on the motorcycle for 14 hours, which was too much.
Thank you so much, El King. We really appreciate it.
Apparatus. Like and bra.
Yeah.
A bro. I'm wearing a bro.
The bro. Gotta keep my titties in place for when I go to the gym.
Okay, 100%.
Manzier.
Baby hungry. I'm not.
Get out of here. Sounds like a good time.
Was
What,
it-
the bro or the
It was a really good time. It was a lot of fun.
trip?
I covered about the entire trip. It was 2,256 miles supposedly.
El King. Gifting a tier 1 to Naked Jakey.
Oh boy, yeah. Thank you so much, El King. You know, walking away, going for another one. Last one of the day. Heck yeah. Thank you so much. Seriously.
Any amount is appreciated.
Don't want them to hear you making sandwiches and stuff. Like peanut butter and like squeeze bottle noises. Crotch rocket stuff is very dangerous. That's another one. Like, crotch isn't bad, but like,
Depends on. So when everybody I talk to is like, yeah, I know somebody who died on a bike or like fell on a bike, and it's like,
no, it's not your fault, Ivan. Don't worry
well,
about that.
what were they doing on the bike? Were they riding around like a little a-hole, or were they like, following the rules of the road? I ride a little fast at times. Sometimes if I'm like, riding with a friend, it's like, you get a little excited. But I've been riding since I was like very little. I grew up riding. The first bike I rode on the road was a Suzuki DR350, which is like a dual sport. Flipped on an oil on an exit highway, broke a shoulder. Yeah, that sounds about right for. You just gotta like, it's just the kind of thing where it's like you just gotta be careful. Sometimes with oil slicks, you can't see it coming.
I mean, bikes are more prone to accidents. It's not their fault either. Like it's other.
Well, I don't know if it's
other people that like can't see them.
bikes are more prone to accidents, but apparently I saw something that half of accidents that happen on motorcycles, like alcohol or drugs were involved, and that, you know, for the most part, I've definitely started to calm down recently, which has helped a lot. But there is absolutely a safer way to ride bikes. I'm a very like, again, like fast, yes, at times. The DR also doesn't go very fast. So when I say fast, I'm talking like, you know, like 75 miles an hour or something like that.
I feel like every time I'm on 40, like I see someone come over on a bike, like
just like a crotch rocket or something, just blast around.
well, no, like they're driving normally, but a car doesn't like. There's people suck at driving, obviously, but they don't look for the bikes. They look for cars.
Yeah.
Then when they come over, like on bikes, yeah.
See, that's the problem is people I hate people that like just get a 600 for your first bike, you'll grow into it. There are plenty of people that do, but there are a lot of people that don't, and they end up fucking themselves up because they ride outside of their skill level. I pride myself with riding within my skill level. Does that make me immune from accidents? No. Does that make me immune from people who want to pull out in front of me? No. But the fact that I'm not blasting around faster than like I can perceive means that I give myself more time than other bikes. Also, because I'm on a dirt bike, I have knobby tires, which means I don't have the braking room that other bikes do, which means that I have to be a little more careful. And whatnot. So.
First bike was an R1 with a turbo. You say?
What?
That'd be terrifying.
That would be horrifying.
Turbo on a bike.
But the problem with turbos is like, and I'm glad they haven't made their way like deeper into motorcycles, is that it takes out, like motorcycles are, you know, most of the engines are, you know, low weight and reasonable power, good power to weight ratios, and you get very like snappy responses, good gearing. But that's the thing is turbos are a little more unpredictable in that you pull the throttle and there's enough lag that you might end up, you know, not adjusting correctly or whatever, and all of a sudden your front wheel is over your head. And
I remember talking to this guy at a car meet a long time ago, and he said that it was some like super bike at the time, and he was being like real cocky. He was like 20 years old, but he had like I think it was like a 50 shot or something on it.
Oh, Jesus.
Like it was a small shot, but for a bike, it's a lot.
For a bike, that's a lot of power.
He said like he was just messing with it, and he was on the highway and hit it, and he was doing like 80 or something at the time, but he hit the 50 shot.
What, the front wheel come up?
No, the back of the bike started coming around.
Yeah.
Like he said it terrified him, and he sold it the next day.
Which is the proper response.
Yeah.
I would love like a BMW S1000RR. I do not need 205 horsepower in a 450-pound bike. I think that is just awful.
Yeah, he's like, I'm never touching a bike again. That terrified him. I've been in a Camaro on the highway, and that guy had a 250 shot. And he had 600 horsepower. It was like a T-Rex cam, all kinds of shit.
What the?
That back end started coming around. Like he spun tires at like, I think it was like 90 or something, or 80 or 90.
I can chirp my wheels in second gear. Honestly, though, in the Focus,
that was terrifying.
In the Focus, I have a Focus ST with a, you know, it's got an intake and an exhaust. I think it's making, you know, close to stock horsepower. Maybe a little more. Those engines don't gain a whole lot without some sort of tuning.
You love PC build streams. Well, this company does it.
Yeah, fuck the other companies. Like, lovingly, complimentarily. But I think, honestly, you know, 250 horsepower in a 3,200-pound car, I would like about 300 at the crank. I think once I've paid the car off, I'll start doing a little bit of tuning to it. But I mean, and it could be because my tires are getting low or they're just old, but I have a hard time, like full throttle second gear, not getting traction control to come on.
Front wheel drive, right?
It's front wheel drive, and it's got a 270 pound-feet of torque right at 2,800 RPM. So.
That's your problem right there, front wheel drive.
Yeah, I know, but to get anything more interesting would have been more money. So the Focus ST is a great platform for
You got a lot of torque steer in that car?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. At some point, I will get a
unavoidable in front wheel drives.
at some point, I'll get a rear motor mount, which will solve that for the most part. But until then, I have to deal with it.
It's that every front wheel drive car I've driven, and you like do a burnout, man, it's like pulls on the wheel. It's like
The only one I've like heard from factory doesn't do it is like the Civic Type R because of the suspension they did. STs are a fun, reasonable car. I don't really like the community. I think it's full of a bunch of ricers and tools. But, I just don't interact with them, so. And what's so annoying is I feel like the people that, is like half the people that own them are like, this is my dream car. The ST is a better platform than any other hatchback or hot hatch or sedan. It's like, okay, one, shut the fuck up. And then there's the other group that just don't seem to care. They have it because it's like sort of like an interesting small hot hatch. And while I don't think it's the best car ever, I do think that it is an important car because it's sort of an end of an era for the US. I mean, they canceled the Focus ST in the US. They canceled the Fiesta ST everywhere else, I'm pretty sure.
See so many videos of like the people with the Civics. Whatever. They're like talking crap and they're like, yeah, it's still a Civic, bro.
It's still a Civic. And that's the thing is like, and that's why like,
you just bought a $60,000 Civic.
Aside from obviously money, because I couldn't afford one, even if I could afford one, I don't think I would have bought an RS. All you get 100 more horsepower in a less reliable block. That 2.3 apparently has some issues, especially with like the head gaskets. And
oh, it started. Damn it.
Oh, what? But it's still a Focus. It's still like the interior is still shitty. You still get a bunch of road noise. I remember at one point I was talking to Ariel about it, and it was I was kind of not dogging on the car, but I was like yeah, it's cheap car, and he's like, oh well, you need if you needed something like easy and good on gas and quiet, and I'm like, well, it's not that good on gas. It's okay. It's all right reliability-wise, but it is still a Ford. And it sure isn't quiet. Man, when I was driving down the road on the way home from the dealership, because I had just come away from a 2008 BMW X3 that I had bought for my brother, I was shocked and appalled at how much road noise there was. I was like, oh Jesus, I've made a mistake.
Did you say steak?
Did you say steak?
Yeah, that's why it has
Yeah, Harley's had e-bikes I think for a while now, because they've got their Livewire, which I think they have turned into its own brand. I think it might be like it's like Livewire by Harley or something along those lines. Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about e-bikes right now either, except for I know that like Zero makes some pretty cool stuff. I don't know. I'm not a huge Harley fan. I think in general the kind of and I don't want to offend anyone who has a Harley, but
Yeah.
I think in general the kind of people that buy them are
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Like
sort of
updating before installing.
in a lot of instances you get like the
no.
sort of like
If it won't
weekend
let you
warrior
install
and or poser type people Just people that ride it to the bar and then
I wonder if
park it.
ever
But there's plenty
I
of people
do
who
it,
still do good touring on them.
just like make sure the
Yeah, because I've been just once I get one installed and downloading the list.
Like the South Park episode, that is a great example.
It's already on there.
it'd be bad because if we just
Not
if
to
we just
throw them under
keep,
the bus like that, but
a bias from yeah, and then we can check.
Talking about the Prius one?
no, the Harley.
Oh god.
I love the Harley
That was
episode.
bad.
We can't talk about the
Yeah.
details of it, but
Not talking about that. Definitely can't say that word.
can't and shouldn't.
Well, we could, but that's how you speedrun a company. So, The Prius one was pretty good.
I think, yeah, Harleys in general, I think,
Bug.
are a little overrated. You know, the engines are interesting because they're super torquey, but at the same time, it's like you get like 50 horsepower per liter, and you know, plenty of torque, but even still, I don't know.
In a company speedrun, yeah. We lived a company speedrun.
How to become a multi-million-dollar company and then lose it all.
I really wish I had a recording of you doing that engine noise because it sounds like it'd be. It was like would not be out of place at all in one piece. EA Sports at the Bike World. I don't know anything about it,
Huh?
but I would hope that's not true.
Just
'cause
saying, like, overrated, or do you just like in that you like pay, like get nickeled and dimed for stuff?
when you say that, that makes me think that you have to like you just get a motorcycle without like one of the wheels, and you have to pay extra to get one of the wheels.
What was that bike that guy bought on the most expensive bike you could buy on Amazon? It sounded like the bubble car from
Oh, Bikes and Beards.
yeah, the bubble.
Yeah, because it didn't come with the exhaust.
Sounded like the bubble thing from SpongeBob.
That was so funny. Yeah, cars or bikes, like really any vehicle, but especially small displacement engines that you run without like an exhaust header, where it's just coming out the valve, sound like bubble toys. It is so funny. I remember being in high school, my friend had a little like TT125, and we took the exhaust off, and we could not stop laughing. It was so funny.
Remember that video? That guy was like gassing it or whatever, and he just starts laughing. It's like, stop laughing. My scar hit on my bed frame. Look at that guy.
Boy,
Took a gash out of that sucker. Not like wet farts. Unstable network.
huh?
Right.
What? Ow!
I think it's an MSI thing.
You lie, MSI. I've done that when I got it before, but I forgot about it.
Wells looks like he works at Sears or something. You got him. The back of his like the lifting straps and shit.
Oh. Interesting.
Wearing his bro.
Bro.
Man, PC looks like it's having a bad hair day.
It sure does. Bad comb over.
What do you do with all those wires?
I cut them off.
Yeah, Home Depot. That's a better one. How much wood do you want? That much wood? Okay.
I don't understand.
Little fella.
You don't understand.
Look how like blown out it is.
What's blown out?
Like nothing's changed.
I messed with it.
Oh.
I didn't touch it. Please don't kill me.
The OBS fairy.
Gremlins?
That happened at Redacted, because like Tongue would always blame me, and I would always blame Tongue, because we were on different like schedules at the time, the weekend.
Yeah.
He was like, "God, Pat came in here and messed up the
What are you
setting."
doing? Patty's having a party over the weekend.
Then I'd get there on the weekend and I'd be like, "Damn it, Tongue!" Computer initiation, like Office Space. You mean like when they took it out and beat it?
That was the fax machine, I think. They destroyed that because it was a piece of shit. Great scene. Iconic scene.
PC load letter, what the hell does that mean?
What the fuck does that mean?
I mean, if you want to buy a PC and have us do that,
Run it over with the tank.
I would want to charge you extra for doing that though.
Well, because it's also like an opportunity cost. If we destroyed the parts, we couldn't sell it to somebody else.
You have to pay for the baseball bats.
No, like if they like.
I guess if they bought it,
if
but like...
E-waste upcharge, exactly. This rate gets what I was saying. Like, even if they purchase the entire PC.
Oh, because it's going to get destroyed, I see.
Yeah, because its like purpose is to just be destroyed. E-waste upcharge. That's perfect, disarray.
Do it with a Dell. What's wrong with Dell?
Don't say that.
You shut your mouth.
Dad gave me his Optiplex.
Listen, the Pavilion served me
well enough.
enough.
I was an E-machines guy, so yeah. Compact and E-machines.
It was a first computer of all time. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Such an amazing sight to see a new computer come into life. Don't know why it's so amazing.
Isn't it nice?
That's such a optimistic and like positive, very cheery way of putting that. I like that.
On MSI Center, give it to me.
Yeah?
HP Pavilion PCs got you through your teens.
Adolescence, yeah. E-machines got me through my Napster era.
Kid Napster.
Napster years, man. They were.
You just want to throw gasoline on the fire, and we can rehash your clip of you talking about how easy it is to snatch kids.
Yeah. There you go. Not that hard.
But like, people who have seen the episode have to understand what exactly I'm talking about.
I mean, it's really not a bad clip. Like, it's. You see you like
it's
recognize,
not flattering,
but you see him recognize
it's
his
funny.
fault. You see him recognize
Yeah.
his fault right after he says it, and the horror on his face, and then he's just, oh no, never mind.
Wait.
Kind of like
Can we post that stuff to socials?
it's kind of like Linus with the N word.
No, the R word.
Or yeah, no,
Wait, oh, the hard R
yeah, hard R. That's what it was.
Yeah.
He thought the hard R was something else.
was the, yep. Which was so funny because you could see, who was this co-host, Lou, whoever it was like, I'm about to be
He's gonna start job hunting.
jobless.
Think of all the power that'll go through that box of electrons over the next decade, all the illusions it will create on the screen for gamers or workers.
Yeah,
It's like
boy.
magic in a box, and every computer is unique, even mass-produced ones. Yeah, that just makes me think of, like, you know, I can't remember where it comes from, but just like sufficiently advanced technology
Is
seems like
indistinguishable from magic, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why, but I feel like I've kind of more and more just think about, like, do you imagine trying to explain the world we live in to like a medieval peasant?
No, they would have a stroke.
I think it would actually kill them. I think like I think their brain would just like shut down.
It's either that or it would be so far out that it just wouldn't translate. I mean, because at a certain point, it's like you'd be saying things and they just, you know.
Try to explain ray tracing to a peasant.
So you see, there's this guy in his kitchen and he puts a jar in front of the camera.
Oh. Once bought an Acer thinking it was an Asus. Asus. You were high.
No.
You'll be the peasant. Go. Camera. No, just like I don't know, man. It's like could you imagine like getting a medieval peasant, sitting them inside of a house that has air conditioning and electricity and stuff, and like
RTVs.
like putting like, you know, booting up a computer, putting on the screen like
So,
a
well,
Veritasium video or
I mean,
something.
like, the first step to that would be like, you know, saying like, you know, the big flashes in the sky when the water comes down? Yeah? Well, we put that inside a rock.
Yeah.
And like,
Or just show them fire on a TV. Like, ah. Show them like a campfire.
I can see the light it provides, but not the warmth.
Those like campfire videos that people put on their TVs.
Yeah.
Show them that.
Not the crack rock.
playing Wi-Fi to a peasant. Oh boy.
4 minutes.
Even people in the 1960s, to see how powerful computers have become, this is more advanced than computers we have sent to the moon. Every computer has so much potential from gaming, streaming, no, like, Absolutely, like you could still, it doesn't even have to be a medieval peasant, right? It could be like literally someone from the 1800s and it have roughly the same effect.
Because
but
the level or the progression of like technological evolution is just more or less exponential. So
You could just be someone's grandpa.
I understand that like you could take someone from like the 1920s and like it basically have the same effect, but I think also the reason it'd be so crazy for like a medieval peasant is because like the level of like society as well, like
the like education disparagement.
like can you imagine going from like the dark ages where you're pretty much your whole life you're just like farming for a feudal lord and then like you bring them into like a city.
Farming for a feudal lord.
I mean,
Jeff
more
Bezos.
or less.
Yep.
Yeah, but like, you know, yeah.
Our quality of life is much higher.
And
Like an individual's ability to experience like what are more or less, I guess you could consider luxury, is a lot higher. There's just a new standard that people, you know, a new high standard. There's a new ceiling.
It got really quiet.
medieval peasant has no concept of modern society, whereas someone from the 1920s would have an idea. Yeah, exactly. And like, you know, someone from like the 1920s would like
They also might
have a concept of, well, if you get it in the right time, would have like a concept of like a car.
and also entertainment, because there's a it was from like 1918 or something, I think it's that early, where it's like joke of the day, was it like gorilla talking to person, and it's like, oh, you know what, I gotta pull it up because I'm not gonna do a very good job of explaining it.
What if you just like brought an iPhone into like 1800s village? You think they'd burn you?
Sorry, what?
You brought like an iPhone, like
Oh yeah, you die.
It was even
get
earlier.
killed.
The best gorilla joke of 1897. Gorilla. Did you hear about the gorilla who escaped from the zoo? Zookeeper. No, I did not. Gorilla. That is because I am a quiet gorilla. Muffled sounds of gorilla violence. The comedy is not. The comedy's not that different.
That's amazing.
It's probably my favorite joke. It's sort of on that level of like absurd humor. So even someone from, apparently the late 1800s to, you know, early 1900s would have a good concept of like entertainment and like, you know, not memes as we see them today, but definitely like absurdist humor. I think as long as they understood the words that you were saying, they might understand the concepts. Although I also have seen something that said that like the general IQ of people has risen steadily, and I think that's probably due to like, I think like it's fun to joke that like people are stupid now, but like a good majority of the public is at least semi more competent. Which is a little comforting, assuming it's true.
I also sometimes
You
think
reject
about,
the IQ theory?
you should have more info at our
It
disposal.
is hard because like we're no longer in the age of information. Like we have as much, obviously there is more information coming out every day, but we are at the point, I think we've talked, like I've said this before, we've talked about it before, that we're into sort of more of like the age of information dissemination or curation. Finding the information that is important and true enough that it will benefit us in the long term. But it is hard because there's just so much fucking bullshit.
Yeah. Watch the Barbie movie.
I was gonna say
They do a good job.
I need to see the Motherboard movie.
Yeah, I want to see it.
You're
really
like,
badly.
yeah.
Don't say anything.
I was gonna say, like, I also sometimes think about, like, what if, like, you know, flash forward, like, you know, however many years, like, hypothetically, if, like, space travel is slightly more reasonable, like, could you imagine, like, taking a medieval peasant to the moon?
I think they would literally shit themselves.
Just scream the whole way there.
They wouldn't understand. Yeah, yeah.
Either that, or it also might depend on the person that you pick. It might depend on if they are sort of like more open-minded, or if they are, you know, very closed-minded and like, you know, unable to sort of like,
Take in
you know, because some
a
people,
different.
I think there
worldview.
are some people in this world who, as they get older, lose the ability to like accept new information, which is why I think you see, you know, maybe some older people who are like more resistant to like changes in society compared to younger people. But there are also plenty of people who are very willing and very ready to adapt. So I think it would all depend on the person that you picked.
They wouldn't understand, or it wouldn't, or it'd be so detached from their experience it wouldn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
But like, okay, but
Think about
even if they didn't understand how they got there, even if they didn't understand like anything about a rocket or anything, like I think there would be something just so fundamental about less gravity and like being able to actually physically see the Earth,
yeah.
that like there's no way that.
Or
that-
they might just think you're lying to them, and that this is magic, and that it's like a conjuring of the devil. I mean, think about the flat earthers who like see like planes go up in the sky, and you can see the curvature, and they're just like, it's a trick of the light.
I guess I never really considered that they might not understand that like what they would be looking at is the Earth.
Yeah. At the sun? Or it could be, yeah, you might, yeah, what happens if you find someone who's either, you know, too stupid or just really hard to impress? I mean, I hate those people where it's like you tell them something amazing and they're like, okay.
Cool, bro.
I think we might have actually literally done this exact same interaction before, but like you've seen, you know what I'm talking about when I say the Lemmy show, right?
Yeah.
Did I show you the skit where that's literally a skit from the Lemmy show?
Where he just is like, is unimpressed by everything.
Yeah, like you know, Lemmy is playing a character and like, I think it's like his dad or like, you know, another actor like
Yeah.
playing his dad. And he has like a photograph that he bought from like a garage sale or something, and he takes the picture out and there's like a portal and he sticks his hand through it, and it's like his hand goes to like another dimension or something, and he shows his dad and he's like, oh, okay, that's cool, son.
That's such a
Anyways, your aunt.
yes, that would
Yeah.
be such a dad response too. God,
For
that's
the
funny.
Fox, subscribe with Prime.
Hell
Yo.
yeah.
Hey, it's good to see you, Fo the Fox. Welcome back.
I mean this in a very friendly way. Where the fuck have you been?
I imagine busy and also just playing on the PC.
Under
Guam?
Oh, Guam.
Oh, that's right.
Oh.
That's right. Yeah, actually, you stopped in not that long ago.
Ooh
Right?
la la.
I remember you saying that you were in Guam.
They have goldfish brains.
I specifically have goldfish brain.
14 hours ahead of Eastern time.
Damn, boy.
Mama.
Well, we certainly appreciate you
So,
stopping in.
That it's 6.
4:30?
Is it 6:30? Wait,
4:30.
I can't do math.
9:30?
He just said 4:30. 4:30.
Oh yeah, I did 16, not 14 hours.
Ryan, how could you?
Oh, you're back home? Gonna take a week vacation in Canada. Ooh,
Wow.
that's cool. Where are you going?
Canada.
Wowie zowie. Ooh la la.
You know, it was very stressful at the time. I did have fun, but it was somewhat stressful. I did enjoy my trip to Montreal though.
Was that was the one where you like had to drive super far?
Yeah, and there was the concert.
Yeah.
And we're literally only there like for the concert.
Oh,
so
that's brutal.
arrived like the day before and left the day after.
Damn, dude.
So there really wasn't much time to really spend
Was
in
it
Montreal. but
Coldplay, Woodkid?
It was Woodkid.
Okay, I was gonna say that. I feel like there aren't many places that I could see you driving, 15 hours, whatever it was for.
Yeah, it was like I mean I hope it's not a once in a lifetime thing. But I just in case it is like a once in a lifetime thing. Go see Woodkid.
Yeah.
If possible.
I think live music is one of those things, especially for a artist that you really like. It's one of those things where it's worth really going out of your way to do it.
The thing that I really hate is that it's not more standard to have like official recordings, because I would pay
Like
100,
live recordings.
120, 150 too. I would pay a lot of money just for a recording of the concert.
That'd be cool.
Like I don't understand why that's not like a more standard thing. And there's like the cost of equipment, and it's very difficult, and like I know it's not easy, but like again, if you put in that initial investment to like get everything set up, like I think the money that you could generate from selling recordings would be worth it.
Mm-hmm. I like the Grateful Dead would record all their shows, or there would be like sections for people, and obviously it was a long time ago, so it wasn't as good, but sections for people dedicated, or sections dedicated just for people to record shows. And I think my dad would talk about like going there with like an 8-track recorder and going and just like holding it up to the show. And it was great because it's for the Grateful Dead, all their shows were like all different. Everything, like they never played a song the same way.
Yeah.
At live shows.
And I guess there is a little bit of like, for Woodkid specifically, like he literally made his own like effects and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So like some of the like 3D like animations and stuff and like renders and stuff that he makes are just like.
Did they play it on like a
insane.
large, did they play them like on a large screen, or was it more like
it was on it was like on a large screen behind him. Well, actually in Montreal it was like really interesting because it was like there was like the stage, but then there was like a raised platform. So like it was interesting because there was like some verticality to it, but yeah, it the basic gist of it is that there was like a screen behind him playing, and
I've seen a couple of artists do that. Those are always really cool.
And like
Halsey did that. That was really interesting.
one of the ones that I really kind of wish that like I could rewatch is for the song Highway 27, kind of the lyrics are like kind of like referencing like driving in a car.
That makes sense.
And like it was insane because the animation was like there was like a car, and then he would like, I'm gonna real quick switch to like the so it makes somewhat sense of like he would like do like this, and then the car would go flying and
God.
and brake, and like by the end of it, it was literally just like punching around like just a mangled metal ball.
That's cool.
And one of my favorite songs too he played, and I wasn't expecting him to play it because I didn't. It's a kind of like, I feel like it's not one of his more well-known songs, and like it was like a very unique experience because like it was more or less like a sunset, and like listening to this song, like seeing this like sunset animation was just like it. I don't even know how to put it. It was like a transformative like experience. I wish I could at least like be reminded of it through video.
Mm-hmm. Did they not let you take videos?
Yeah, there was like signs and stuff saying like no video, and being like in French Canada,
You
like,
don't want to risk.
I didn't want to like get yelled at by some like staff in French or something like
Sure.
yeah. Plus, it was like so packed, and I just wanted to enjoy the show. And Lydia did offer to like record it for me, but I didn't want to put that on her.
Mm-hmm.
GPUs are like at an overstock right now. It's hilarious. Every model, 4090s, everything. And the opposite problem they were having.
Also, I don't know how well a recording would have come out because there was a dude taller than me next to me, or no, in kind of in front of me. It was really annoying.
You should just try being like 6'2".
Yeah, I'll try that next time.
It's a really good experience, if you ask me.
That's what I should do. Is just bring platform shoes.
Eat that. Like, you guys been to the D-Pack quite a bit or no?
A little bit.
What?
Pack?
Nope.
Oh, well, the chairs like they aren't really down far enough, so the people sitting in front of you, like their heads are like right there. I hate that.
Yeah, like I'm really conscious about that because like you know, like movies and stuff, like I recognize that if I sit up straight, I'm probably gonna be blocking someone's view.
I love the theaters that recline. And I like to slouch when I watch movies too.
The one we go to last night was heated seat. Oh.
I don't like the
So
heated
fancy.
seats because they make me feel like I'm gonna pee. I'm not gonna drink any fluids before I see Oppenheimer because I do not want to risk going to the bathroom.
Scooping, scooping.
I love long movies, and I don't wanna miss any.
My wife was saying like, are you sure you don't mind waiting to see Oppenheimer? Like, it's gonna be spoilers. I was like, what do you mean? It's history. You can't spoil. You literally can't spoil history.
Yeah, we already know the bomb drops.
Yeah. What kind of spoilers are gonna ruin it for me?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to be careful because I don't, I know that like obviously we know what happens, but
Spoilers, they use it.
use it. No.
I know we like literally talked about this earlier, but like another reason why because I was like, maybe like, should I like consider going to see Oppenheimer if I have the chance? And then Veritasium released a video about Oppenheimer, the person, and I was like, okay, I really don't want to go see it now because now I really feel like I'm like satisfied like.
Yeah, but it's not. Again, it's
30,
not a. I don't think it's meant to be like super informational. It's supposed to be like an art piece.
No, I know, and like.
I think it would be a good movie to see, just because of like the hype surrounding it and the fact that the reviews have all held up, like the critical reviews.
Like, I understand that it's a historical drama, but like, yeah, like I just think like historical drama is not my niche that I
Yeah, but I don't
care
know.
about
I think
the most.
to boil it down to it being just a historical drama, I think would be a mistake. And like maybe it is good that you like temper your expectations, or that you're like, oh, you know, it's just okay, and then you see it when it comes to like, you know, a streaming platform, and you're like, that was really good, but you know, you wouldn't like hate yourself for having not seen it. I just want to see it because it is an actual true 70mm IMAX film. Well, that's part of the reasons I want to see it. I want to see them drop that motherfucking bomb.
Real bomb.
A real bomb.
Like, if you want to be terrified by like nuclear devices, I feel like have you guys seen, like, not even experienced it yourself, but like seen the video of like someone made like a nuclear bomb being like detonated in VR?
Oh God.
Like,
I don't know if I could do that. I have nightmares about being nuked.
yeah, that's
You ever seen the subreddit atomic porn? They have a lot of good shit on there.
like if you want to really feel strongly about nuclear proliferation, go do that VR thing.
I already feel very strongly that I don't think that we as a species should have that ability.
Wait, so you like stuff like Inglourious Bastards? It's kind of like a different, not really universe, but like,
I mean,
It is-
technically, yeah.
it is history, but it's like it's an alternate, I guess.
It's been a while since I've seen it.
That's one of my
I-
one of my favorite movies.
I think I did enjoy it, but that was more of like a comedy, right?
Like a
Like it was like
a dramedy type thing.
Yeah.
Because it does have its moments, but it's, you know, yeah, it does. I think
It's like borderline dark humor.
Quentin Tarantino does a really good job, I think, of like drumming up like comedy, drama, and action.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a specific word for all like a drama action.
I love shit like that. Like
Then there's a dromedary, which is a camel.
even like Valkyrie with Tom Cruise. That was good. It was like Hitler's closest generals trying to kill him.
Oh wow.
Didn't like him.
Yeah, like I don't want to, like, I'm not like opposed to like, you know, like historical stuff, but it's just not something I really get excited about.
Atomic bombs just scare the shit out of you, or? I mean, that's valid. Like,
They scare the shit out of me.
I wouldn't want to watch it if I was terrified of them.
No, like that doesn't have anything to do with it. 1962, 2 nuclear bombs fell on North Carolina without
Hell yeah. Oh, you want to know another interesting fact about nukes is that metal made before the nuke testing is more valuable than metal made after, because when the bombs went off, most if not all metal, or like metal ore, was contaminated with radiation.
Well, it was the air was contaminated with radiation, and
Which contaminated the metal.
which contaminated the steel, because, you know, in the steel process you have to,
Yeah.
you know, blow air through it and stuff.
That atomic porn like subreddit, they have some cool shit, like, because they did a lot of atomic bomb testing, but it was all underground, so they detonated them in the oil.
Mm-hmm.
But you see the Earth just like go like this and then down.
Goodness.
That the
Plane crash? I think I have sort of heard about that for old Terminator, but yeah, that's
This is a
Oh,
big.
boy.
This is a big fucking card.
Huh?
Oh yeah. Yes.
The
yes.
arrow.
I believe so. Trinity.
Arrow Extreme or whatever. The Trinity was a smaller one.
No, this is just the Trinity OC.
Ocean rising is causing nuclear radiation leakage from the bomb testing we did in the ocean on the small islands. Oh boy, that's fun. We love to hear it.
Have you seen those like ocean tankers, like footage of like earthquakes in the middle of the ocean? Kind of cool. Like they're just two big ass like waves out of nowhere.
Yeah, to elaborate on that like steel thing, like to be specific, the reason why like the steel is more valuable is because like if you're making something like medical equipment and stuff where you're using radiation to like detect stuff, you want, you know, steel that's not giving off radiation.
Yeah.
That atomic porn thing too. They have like real tests the military did. They were like they had like people in like foxholes, like soldiers, just for testing. And
there's one on like boats. Where
they weren't even like far. Yeah, but the boats one, there weren't people on them.
There was one. There was a guy talking about he was there for one of the first like aquatic tests. It might have been the one where they tested it at the Bikini Atoll, and there were a bunch of soldiers, and a bunch of them got, you know, cancer and shit, as you'd expect being exposed to that kind of radiation.
This is just like in the middle of the desert. They like dug foxholes and they told a bunch of soldiers to like get in there.
What the fuck?
Crazy footage. Like blowing their helmets off and stuff.
Also, another good reason to see Oppenheimer is just the cast. The cast looks like a really good list.
Pooper.
And Florence Pugh's gonna be in it.
I heard that guy that did like Peaky Blinders went through like a crazy transformation.
Cillian Murphy.
Yeah. Lost like a shit ton of weight.
I mean, Oppenheimer was probably a little nerd. All he did was fucking build a world-ending bomb.
Little nerdy scientist.
Okay, I think that.
Okie dokie. Well,
Ma, 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 ma.
I
Ma, ma, ma.
am. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah, he was Scarecrow in Batman, wasn't he?
Yep.
I forgot about that.
And he was in Dunkirk as well.
Dude, that first season finale, like season 1 of Peaky Blinders, that had me hooked, man.
I need to watch that all the way through.
You seen season 1 yet?
Mm.
Oh my god, dude, the ending, you were like, oh. Like very, it gets you like going, and then you're just like, what the? That had me hooked. There's another one that's not bad. It's like around the same era, I think. It's called Taboo, but it's with Tom Hardy instead.
Good.
Tom Hardy's character in Peaky Blinders was like
Mm-hmm.
such a good character.
You get a good angle, so you. Ah, that's probably good. All right, this is 12:31 in 3, 2. Wow.
Oh yeah, Joe Holds Barred. Your PC is turning on.
For PC,
All
please.
good noises. Pump head turned on.
Fans.
Fanning.
Top fans are fanning. Maybe. Yes.
Who is G-pooing?
And
Ah!
supposed to do that. Normal. It's average. It's extremely average.
Oh, haha.
Gaze upon the Griffin.
Nice. Nice man.
Glorious.
I'm happy the camera batteries lasted through. I have 2 of them, and they each lasted through the build.
Oh, if my Chinese ones would have done that.
Yeah, these are actually pretty good batteries, and that's part of the reason that I was gonna get an 8, and then I saw that the battery was a little bigger in the 9. So I was like, well, I guess. And they also have these Enduro batteries that are supposed to last a little bit longer and perform way better in like cold weather conditions.
My Chinese ones last like 2 years and then they puff up.
Oh God.
No.
But the camera itself was like $40, so.
Yeah.
That's 4K.
Yeah, I bought this for 150 used. But then I had to pay tax on eBay for a used
Ooh.
item, which is ridiculous.
Line purchase.
Whatever. It's still, $100 cheaper than it would have been new.
You guys remember when Amazon wasn't charging tax?
Yeah.
That was insane.
It's because they didn't have a brick and mortar
That was sick.
location. That was sweet as hell.
No tax.
Lots of cables.
Okay. Joe Holzbard, here's your clip.
Then the government said, "Thank you, please.
Money, please.
Thank you, please."
Looking PC. I like the QLs in the.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much, Joe Holzbard. Joe
I
Holzbard.
like build big PC.
You are filling the spoon of peanut butter and putting it in our mouth. Commentators? Yes. We're cheerleaders, actually.
Yeah. We are. Yeah, we're right here.
Diablo.
Like it. Yeah, we did switch up places. We're in Quasi's basement now. We're not allowed to leave.
We actually had squatters' rights there, but then they overturned it, so we had to leave.
We made fun of Baby Tarzan too much, and then Baby Tarzan came downstairs and beat us up and threw us out. Told us to stop complaining about.
No, not really, Fo. Not really. We joke, maybe a little too much, but yes. We're in a different place, a better place.
Yeah, we're still working on getting a permanent, or more permanent place, but not quite there yet.
Real estate around here is
On. Said their Barbie collection looked bad, didn't you? Rookie mistake.
we dropping frames or is that just Twitch?
I don't know. Like, no drop frames. We're in the green.
Oh, just
Good bit rate.
Barbie the doll or the girl set?
I just realized.
Good to see Ryan with hair again. Oh,
Oh,
do you mean
boy.
like on your face? Like on his face?
Yeah, like on my face or my head or both. I'm waiting to shave until I get a haircut, and I'm not gonna get a haircut for a little bit.
Yeah,
It's nice to, when you clean everything off and you feel so much more lightweight.
Yeah.
You can feel the
Well, plus it just kind of like
wind rush over
it looks
your-
a little bit weird whenever I'm like baby face with like long hair.
a little bit.
Look.
If you guys haven't seen the Barbie movie, go see it. It's worth it. Funny.
Oh wow! Wait.
Was there an electric Hummer in it? New Hummer?
You know, I didn't think about it at the time, but yeah, there was.
Yeah, because Forza released both an electric Hummer and an electric, like old Corvette conversion for the release of the Barbie movie.
That's what I heard too. We saw it last night at like 9 p.m., but apparently release was midnight.
I
Maybe they had
think
an early screening.
Illegal.
Yeah, they do like they do that, don't they? Like early release, and then
I
they
guess.
stop in doing like midnight releases because of bad things happening.
Probably.
Maybe.
So I think the midnight releases got pushed to like earlier in the day.
Which is nice.
Yeah, because I told someone, they're like, "How did you see it when it came out at midnight?" I was like,
Well, I don't know, but I saw it.
I'm a wizard. I don't know how.
I watched Harry Potter 2 last night.
Okay, so that's cool. Apparently, for stream we use roughly like
21 gigawatts.
6 or 7 megabits per second.
Huzzah.
Okay, that's good to know. Any hoozle.
That's always a good sign when it turns off as soon as you press the power button.
Sure.
Yeah. What is that
I mean,
set?
we could do number 3. We haven't done him in a while.
We also haven't done them in a while, right?
I think we haven't done.
Plus, I
Yeah.
already went in and said
Here, I'll.
Not a big deal. It's just not like.
gaming.
Yeah. Oh, he's got a new setup.
No. Maybe like.
Board and stuff too.
Yeah, I noticed that he had that top-down view. It was bugging him.
I don't know. It's up to y'all, but I just.
Yeah, I'm a little bit
Oh.
concerned about
Oh,
that,
yeah.
but like, same time. Thanks again, guys. Got to drop for a meeting. I have to pay for the Griffyn somehow. No problem. Thank you again, Joe Holdsbard.
Yeah, good.
Thank you so
good
much for
timing
supporting
too,
us.
because we're about to head out.
Yeah.
For supporting us.
Okay. Well.
Fun in your meeting. Meetings are always fun.
Yeah.
Be able to. I did do. Yes.
Thanks for buying Phoenix. We love you.
Love you.
Hey, thank you so much, L King 38. You are back, Quasi. You're back for the raid. Heck yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I am getting distracted. Okay. We're gonna raid Lorky. Block member. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the raid. Everyone, please join in the raid.
Raid message is what's up, nerd?
Be your own people. Do whatever you want to do.
Why don't
You're a real girl right
you
now.
can call him a nerd if you want.
I don't.
Or if you can, you can call him.
Can you ad lib? Okay. I don't like that question because
Yes.
I don't
Yes,
want
you
to
can
take
ad
it too
lib.
far.
Yes, you can ad lib.
There's a difference between ad libbing and like bullying.
I don't think anyone.
People are mean on the internet.
You never know.
Quasi's not mean.
Yeah, you know, you love Quasi.
I do. Okay. Anyway, yes. So, okay. We'll be back Monday, right? Correct?
I think so.
Think so. Okay. We'll be back Monday. Bye, everybody. Bye.